everyone, welcome back. In today's video we're going to learn how to half double crochet. So let's grab our hook and our yarn and let's get started. In today's video I will be utilizing the same tools that I utilized in the last video, and that is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook along with a worsted weight yarn in a light color. So to begin, we need to make a slip knot. So as a refresher, I'm just going to go over how to make a slip knot very briefly. So again, you need to have your tail piece facing downwards, and then you want to take your working yarn and cross it over the top like so. Kind of looks a bit like a fish. And then you want to take your top piece that you just crossed over, so your working yarn, and tuck it under that bottom piece. And then you want to draw up that loop. And while you're drawing up that loop, you want to latch onto your tail piece and pull down. And there you have your slip knot. So let's undo our slip knot so we can show the other way. So you want to have your hand like so, and then you want to have your thumb grab onto that tail piece so it doesn't move. And then your working yarn, you're going to want to wrap up and around over that tail piece and do a crisscross like so. And then you want to take that piece and tuck it underneath. Grab a hold onto that loop that you just tucked under, draw it up, and pull down on your tail piece for your second way to do your slip knot. This is the way that I prefer how to do it. So now that we have our slip knot done, let's grab our hook, insert our hook into our slip knot, and pull down on both of our tail pieces. Both our tail piece and our working yarn piece. You don't want it to be so tight that you're not going to be able to move it on your crochet hook, but you want it to be tight enough where it's not going to slip off. Okay, and for this video I want us to create the same piece that we did last time, just with half double crochets. So for that we're going to need to chain 11. So let's start. So you want to yarn over, pull through that first loop. 1, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And again, the reason why that we're chaining 11 instead of chaining 10, since it's a 10 by 10 square, is that our 11th chain is on our hook and it does not count as an actual stitch. Okay, so let's move on to learning how to half double crochet. So this is a little bit similar, but a little bit different as well as a single crochet. So for a single crochet, just as a refresher, we would go into that stitch, yarn over, and draw up 2. But instead, we're going to be yarning over first, like so, and then inserting it into the stitch, yarning over again, pulling through, and instead of having 2 loops on our hook, we have 3. Then again, you're going to want to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's for a half double crochet. So again, yarning over, going into our next stitch, yarning over again, pulling through, drawing up 3 loops, like so, 1, 2, 3, yarning over again, and pulling through. So let's continue doing that all the way down the row, and then I'll show you guys again how to seal that edge, just like we did with our single crochets. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker so I can show you guys what you need to do once you get to the end of the row. Almost there. Okay, so this is our last stitch. So we're going to yarn over, go through that final stitch of our row, pull up another loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So Since there's not another stitch for us to go to, since that was our 10th stitch, you need to chain 1 to seal that edge, and then you're going to turn your work. So I kind of want to show you guys a side-by-side comparison before we continue on. So let me lay this flat. Let me grab my other piece that we worked on the last time. So you can see the difference in the row a little bit. This is just one row of half double crochets, and this is one row of single crochets. So you can see that the stitches are taller and that they look a little bit different. So our finished piece is going to be much longer than the single crochet, because with the single crochet our stitches are tighter and not as tall. So let's continue on our second row. So again, you're going to be wanting to work into this stitch right here. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over once more, go through, pull up a loop, and now you have 3 on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. One more time, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over again, draw up that loop, 3 on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. One more time, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Okay, so I'm going to finish this row and the 8 other rows, and I'll meet you guys back here when I finish that. Okay, so I finished the 10 rows of the half double crochets, and I cut my working yarn and pulled through that last stitch so I could fasten off. Just as a gentle reminder, you want to make sure that when you pull through that loop and you pull on your tail piece, you don't want to pull too hard, because that can snap the yarn and then that would ruin your entire project. So one of the things that I wanted to show you was the comparison of the single crochets next to the half double crochets. You can see that it's pretty much almost double the size. And another thing is that for something like this, you really wouldn't want to like make a blanket, because it would take a lot of time, and it also utilizes a lot more yarn than this one. The stitches are just much taller, and there's other stitches that we're going to get to in future videos that would probably even work even better than making a blanket with half double crochets. But if you wanted to, this would make a nice blanket. So that's all I have for you guys today. Stay tuned for next time. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.